More photographers' website tips. Hey everyone, Greg Cazillo, Cazillo.com. Welcome to Keep Shooting Monday, number 53. The only news this week that was really worthy was Nikon displaying the D4S at CES. I haven't found any reliable specs as of yet. Most likely will have an upgraded sensor, faster AF, and more video modes. It's supposed to be officially announced in about a month. I'm going to be extending the black and white photo assignment until January 31st. An extra week, so you have plenty of time to get them shot and posted. Photos are due by 5 p.m. Eastern on the 31st and must be posted to the forum. Black and white is the only theme with no restrictions on the content. So yeah, get them posted. There's some really good ones up there already, so keep them coming. And don't forget, you can post more than one. If you shoot one and say, I want to do a couple more, go ahead, do a couple more. It won't hurt. Petapixel posted an article with a technique I've used a few times in the past. In fact, this background right here was done the same way. Basically, you print out whatever background you want your image to have and blur it with a shallow depth of field, add your lighting, and you could create an awesome result. As I said in the past, I've done this for product photography and portraits alike, so if you're feeling creative this weekend, it could be a fun thing to try. I found this video from the Camera Store TV, their lineup of the best and worst cameras of 2013. They do a lot of hands-on camera reviews, so if you're thinking about buying a new camera anytime soon, be sure to check them out. Granted, I haven't used any of the bodies, but after using a mirrorless camera this past weekend, I'm not sure I agree with the Sony a7 being ranked as #1 in 2013. But like I said, I haven't touched or played with any of those things in there, so it's really hard to say. Yesterday, I took a few photos during an ice rescue class with my volunteer fire company. I didn't have my gear with me, so I used this little Nikon Coolpix P520. Photos and videos turned out okay, but I had to change my style of shooting drastically. Since the camera used an electronic viewfinder, I had to anticipate the shots more. Basically, the camera would blank out the screen for what seemed like an eternity, making it impossible for me to get a second or a third or a fourth shot. I've been saying this for years and will keep on stressing it. Be sure to try out a camera in the store before buying one, especially if you're planning on buying online. Just because you looked at all the specs and read every review doesn't mean it'll be a good camera for your style of shooting or your subject matter. Touch it, feel it, try it out, rent one if you have to before you buy. Most people will just put up with their bad choice, hoping it will get better instead of returning it. Do yourself a favor, make the trip to the camera store, try it out, touch it, feel it. It'll be totally worth it. Next up, Cazillion questions.
Question from BMJ. Greg, could you possibly do a video on printing a large size, say 16 by 20 upwards, and what kind of paper suits or is best for the image? For example, I hear metallic is very good for landscape images, so what paper would be good for, say, portraits, lingerie, pets, weddings, nature, bird photo? I asked this for, I hate to say, a bird photo printed up in, say, gloss, only to find out luster, etc. was best.
Your paper choice when printing inkjet or any time you're printing, anywhere you're printing, if you're sending it out, wherever, whatever, is a personal preference. This is not something that I can say 100% without a doubt that I always print something on a single type of paper and that you will like it. That's impossible. It's like saying that everyone likes, some certain kind of artwork, or everyone likes a certain show, or everybody likes a radio show, or everybody likes a certain kind of music. It all comes down to a personal preference. There's no blanket statement there. The best thing for you to do, especially if you're printing on your own, is to try out some different papers. How do they look with your printer? How do they look with your images? Metallic paper would probably work really, really good on my Epson 2200, but I don't know how well it would look on, say, our 44-inch printer, the 9890, because it has matte inks in it. So I would actually need to think about that. So each one is going to need to be tweaked. The luster versus gloss really depends. Canvas, totally depends. Maybe a rag mat or something like that if you want a little more texture. Just depends on what you want to create, how you want it to look, and how you want your final result to be displayed. Get some trial packs, print some images out, see what you like, and what your client likes, of course, and go from there. When shooting with ambient light and flash, how to match the flash to ambient light, how to use gels, and when to use them. As you've seen in this video when I talked about flash exposure, the first thing you need to do when balancing your ambient and your flash or your strobe is to shoot an ambient light image first only, that is, with no flash, then add your flash in. Once you get the hang of it, you get better at it, you'll do better and you'll be able to just guess and just throw that flash in without issue and figure it out and just go with it. But when you're first starting, you need to really take that second step and separate those two. I almost dropped that camera right there because it's sitting on the stool. Anyway, make sure you do that, take that extra photo. Next step is to figure out what you want. Look at the back of the screen, copy the photo over to your computer, figure out what it is you want to create. Is it a very dark? Is it just a little bit of fill? Is it a main light? Is it a little bit of a hair light that you need? Arrange it. The same with gels. There really is no absolute. It's like a lot of things in photography and art and music, television, movies, all those things. Everybody likes those different genres and has different feelings on what they like and what they don't like. That's why there's so many choices out there. So go out, try your choices, play with it. The more you play, the more you try, the more images you create, the more you're going to be in tune with your style and what you want, and you're going to end up with a better result, and you'll be able to picture an image in your head and then tweak it kind of in your head and then finalize it, get it in the image, get it in the computer, and then print it, and it'll look awesome. Websites are a great way to get some new business in the door and share your work, especially if you're a hobbyist and you're not trying to make money from it. Well, there you go. Typically, the two most important pages on a website are your home page and your about page. You also want to be sure that your photo portfolio pages are easy to use and show your photos very nicely. Another important page is your contact form. I prefer to use a contact form versus posting my email on the website, because spammers end up scraping that page, they find the email, and they send me more junk mail. Keeping your content fresh is also super important. If you're going to start a blog on your site, which I think you definitely should, then be sure to work on your schedule and keep it consistent. You want to add a reminder to your calendar every week to post a photo and tell a story about it. Basically, pick a day, like every Tuesday or every Friday or whatever it is. While you're at it, add some extra posts about seasonal specials or things that you or your business is doing. Be a little bit personal once in a while. That can't hurt either. Basically, what you're creating is a marketing calendar here, which can help you to stay on track. And that'll keep you on track for 2014. Then in 2015, say between Christmas and New Year's, you start on the 2015 calendar. Did I say that right? I don't know if I did or not, but I think you get the point. Next week, I'm going to show you about a few different portfolio page samples with some links on how to add them to your Joomla or WordPress CMS. Thanks, guys. Keep shooting.
You dunked your